Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome to the top 10 free-to-play online games you should be playing right now. Now, I want to give you guys kind of a disclosure on this list. I didn't put it in any specific order because I feel like a lot of people have such drastic opinions on what games are their favorite. I just wanted to put a general list of 10 games that I'm currently playing right now that I think you guys should be enjoying as well. So let's get started first with Warframe. Now, I've been really sucked back into Warframe recently due to the new announcement that the game is kind of going open world with the Plains of Eidolon expansion. And for those of you that haven't even heard of Warframe, which if you haven't, you must be living under a rock because this is one of the most popular free-to-play online games out there right now. It's on the top 10 list of the most played Steam games currently. It is a free-to-play loot-driven third-person science fiction shooter, and it is honestly amazing. Has one of the most fair free-to-play models currently out there, and the game just continually keeps getting better and better and has an insane amount of content. You guys go and check this game out if you haven't, because it's totally worth your time. Next, we got Wildstar. Now, Wildstar has gone through a really rough patch in its life. It used to be a buy-to-play game, and now it's a free-to-play game with probably one of the most fair free-to-play models out there right now, and they've tried so hard to try to bump up its player base, but it just hasn't gotten the population that it needs. Now, I really enjoy Wildstar. I think it's a fantastic game, has tons of content, is well polished, and has probably one of my favorite aesthetics in any MMORPG currently out there, but it may not be for everybody. But I really do recommend you guys going and trying this game out because I definitely think it's worth your time. Next, we have probably one of the most jam-packed free-to-play games currently out there, Path of Exile. This game kind of blew my mind when it first came out. It has one of the most extensive skill trees I have ever seen, a very deep and impactful gameplay. If you're looking for a free-to-play Diablo-like game, I'm not going to say clone because this game has its own unique aesthetic, its own unique life behind it. Path of Exile is such a fun game. It's one that I just can't help but jump into for an hour or two just to run through, gather loot, and smash up enemies. Next, we've got Gigantic. Now, this is a new free-to-play third-person hero shooter by Motiga that actually just released onto Steam and has received a huge increase to its population. This game has become pretty popular as of late, and I can honestly tell why, because this game is a very well-polished and extremely fun free-to-play game, and there isn't a whole lot of, hero shooters currently out there that kind of fit into what this game is trying to be. So the gameplay of the game is you join one of two different factions to gather up energy for your guardian to attack the enemy's guardian, and then the first one to wound the enemy guardian 3 times win. It's a really interesting take on the hero genre shooter, and I highly recommend you guys go and check it out because I actually really enjoy the game, and I've been covering it quite a lot on the channel recently, so go and check it out. Next, we got the Secret World Legends. Now, I really wanted to include this game on this list mainly due to the aesthetics and the lore behind the game. Now, I rather would put the Secret World on it because I actually prefer the Secret World over the Secret World Legends. But essentially, it is the same game because they haven't changed the story or the world itself. Just the combat and the progression system is the main thing that they changed in the game, which a lot of people, I guess, it's mixed. There's mixed reviews on it currently, but I really love the Secret World literally just for the setting. There's no other setting out there currently like this game, and it deserves more attention. And it just released on Steam, so if you guys want to, go download it right now. Now, for those of you that ever watch my live streams, you know I'm a big fan of Marvel. I've got this super sweet Marvel hat that I wear all the time, and it's because I'm a big fan of Marvel superheroes, and I'm also a big fan of Marvel heroes online. Now, this game is a action-based game similar to Path of Exile, but with a lot more explosions and a lot more, special effects, where you take on the roles of your specific heroes or even villains from the Marvel universe to run around gunning, collecting tons and tons of loot, leveling up, gaining new skins, going through crazy dungeons and raids, things like that. Just a lot of explosions, a lot of fun can be had in this game, and I really like it, especially with the controller. It's pretty easy to play with the controller, and that's one of the reasons why I love this game so much. Next is a new free-to-play MOBA called Master X Master, and it's actually a really unique take on the MOBA genre because not only does it give everybody, you know, that same familiar feeling of playing a MOBA like through like a 5 versus 5 arena, but it's also got PvE battles where you can run through like dungeons and fight like dungeon bosses and things like that. But it's also got like mini games. It has the option where you can jump between one master to another master at will. It's got a lot of stuff behind it, and I'm really excited to see where they're going to push some of those more unique aspects such as the mini games and the PvE dungeons later in the future. And honestly, guys, I think it has probably one of the best controls out of any other MOBA, because I'm not the biggest fan of clicking around playing a MOBA game, but this uses more of like a WASD first-person shooter type model. So I actually really like this game. Probably it's my favorite MOBA currently out there. So yeah, go ahead and give it a shot. Next we have Paladins. Now I did a list recently on the top 10 reasons why you should go play Paladins, and the biggest reason why is because the community is so great. And Hi-Rez has been awesome as well. They continually update the game. There's been so many updates recently that I can't keep track of them all. But honestly, the reason why I love this game so much is because of its community. It's a very welcoming first-person shooter and a very welcoming competitive game compared to a lot of others. So if you're looking for just a really fun first-person shooter with a large cast of characters and a large amount of different gameplay mechanics and game modes, Paladins is definitely the game for you. Now the next game is Elder Scrolls Legends, and I have been absolutely addicted to this game recently. It just launched for the Android and the iPhone mobile devices, like the phones specifically, and I downloaded it on my phone and I have not stopped playing. In fact, I've got tons of my other friends playing with me as well, just so we can, you know, play games against each other. Now this is a card-based game, and I'd say, and you know, I'm gonna throw this out there on the table, it is similar to Hearthstone, but it's got its own unique mechanics that make it my personal favorite as compared to a game like Hearthstone. And one of those examples is the rune system, where you lose a certain amount of life, a rune around your avatar will break and you get to draw a card. And it kind of helps balance out if you've got a bad hand starting off and your opponent's got a good hand. It kind of helps you out in that way. But honestly, I love the Elder Scrolls Legends, and it has been absolutely addicting lately, especially now that it is on mobile devices. The last game I want to talk about is a game that it's a smaller game. There's not a whole lot of people playing the game, but I think there should be more people. It's called Atlas Reactor. This game has really drawn me into it. I really love playing this game for its tactile RTS-like gameplay. Not RTS, but you know, turn-based gameplay. I really like the aesthetics of the game. The characters are fun, light, and colorful, but it's the gameplay itself where it's not super hectic, but you've got to really think on your feet in order to, you know, win a game. It's a simultaneous turn-based MOBA. It's really unique. There's not a whole lot of other games out there like it. The only other thing I can think of is something similar would be like XCOM, but this is like a MOBA mixed with XCOM. So that's like the best way I can describe this game. But it's honestly had a pretty rough past history with trying to define itself as a free-to-play game and a buy-to-play game. Well, it is a free-to-play game, and you can earn the other heroes in the game by progressing and playing and winning other games. And I highly recommend you guys go and check it out, because honestly, I really love the game and I want it to succeed. Well guys, that's my top 10 free-to-play online games list. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, if you didn't see your game on this list, please let me know down below what games you guys are playing. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more online gaming videos. Hey guys, I'll see you later.